Action.
I've been in this business a very long time, and I can safely say that of all the chocolate I have ever tasted, this is without doubt the absolute 100% worst.
Woo! There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, an endorsement from Mr. Wait, the worst?
If movies were a Cadbury's Roses assortment, then Wonka would be the Turkish delight. No one's favourite and an acquired taste, but a sweet treat nonetheless.
It's just weird.
At the start of this year, Wonka was considered by most pundits to be a movie release of such significance that it was in the same must-see category as Barbie and Oppenheimer. No surprise really, given the film features Timothée Chalamet, whose star is burning so brightly right now he can date Kylie Jenner without living in her shadow. The film, which is directed by Paul King of the excellent Paddington movies, is set decades before the events of the 1971 adaptation of Roald Dahl's iconic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's important to make that distinction because Chalamet plays Willy Wonka as a precursor to the 1971 Gene Wilder version.
What is this, Wonka? Some kind of fun house?
Why, having fun?
Rather than Tim Burton's, who was brought to the screen in 2005 by Johnny Depp.
It's so delectable and so darn good looking.
This new Wonka movie finds young Willy arriving in a big city with a dream to change the world one chocolate at a time. But he must overcome opposition from an unscrupulous chocolate cartel who have the chief of police, played by Keegan-Michael Key, in their chock-filled pocket.
Do not sell chocolate in this town!
You're gonna get more than a bonk on the head.
I love a bonk on the head.
What is with me today?
The point of the prequel, then, is to reveal how this budding and hopelessly optimistic young chocolatier turns into Wilder's Wonka, a low-key sadist who tortures ungrateful children, Squid Game style, in a factory that occupational health and safety forgot. So right away, you know the tone here is going to be much closer to the charming, family-friendly confection of Paddington than the previous two Wonka films, which had unsettling undertones, including, but not limited to, the Oompa Loompas, who Dahl originally conceived as African slaves. But King's film veers so far from problematic territory, Key in a fat suit notwithstanding, that it often lacks an edge to cut the sweetness.
What are you doing?
I'm making chocolate, of course. How do you like it?
I don't know. I've never had any.
You've never had chocolate?
Still, no.
Chalamet, though, is fantastic in the titular role, and he gets great support from a who's who of British comedy, including Oscar winner Olivia Colman as Wonka's dastardly landlord, Rowan Atkinson, who plays a priest corrupted by a chocolate addiction, and Hugh Grant as the film's sole Oompa Loompa. Coleman, Atkinson and Grant are scene stealers and deserved more screen time. And I wish King cut a few decidedly average musical numbers despite Chalamet's lovely singing voice. The songs BTW were written by Divine Comedy frontman Neil Hannon, who penned the theme song for Father Ted, in case you were curious, but he can't hold a candle to modern masters of the musical, such as Lin-Manuel Miranda and La La Land's Pasek and Paul. Now, the film would also benefit from fewer characters, because it gets a bit muddled with Wonka's mates in the wash house, a chocolate cartel, a local law enforcement, all competing for plot points.
Every good thing in this world started with a dream. So you hold on to yours.
Perfectly aimed at younger audiences, Wonka will likely disappoint people who love Burton's take, but it might receive lukewarm support for those who rightly consider Wilder's iteration the best. Talking about Wilder, Chalamet's rendition of Pure Imagination is a lovely nostalgic way to close the film, even if it does make the musical shortcomings of the new film even more obvious. Wonka gets 3 stars.